concept. I just Googled something, and I was actually having a conversation about Governor Abbott. And Governor Abbott said, I don't deserve to know. But Governor Abbott said something that he sit behind the American flag and he sit behind the black and white and different mindset of racism. But let me tell you, he's wrong for faking his love for God and lying about it. But another thing, I Googled when it the children of God. And the Google said the Pacific, when you're a child, you're the child of God. And they don't think just because we get older, you consider us not the child of God. We still a child of God when we get older. Google need to get their facts together and how they do things and how they say things. So the definition of those things are what Google taught. Or when you say, give me the definition of child of God, and when they come out the room and you got to raise them, teach them to be a alien. But it's the same thing when you get older. Why you got the definition this the baby of the child of God, and not when you're a grown up and you're still a child of God when you're a grown up. And you have to understand the matter of those things. You got to give the more, Google got to give the more the detail of what they discussing. When you talking about the children of God, you just talking about child like children in the corn, right? Now we should come out with a movie called Child in the Corn, right? Come on, that'd be a great movie. Child, God of children in the corn. Come on, that can be a great theme movie. That'd be something that'll rock the world. I took drama, right? God, children in the corn. So how would that? If we actually came up with a movie of God, children in the corn, how would we present that movie? Now, this is something that the theaters and everybody can acting. How we put God, children in the corn. How would they? Because we watch children in the corn. That's a very scary movie of fiction. Like that's a very very situation. I don't. It's a very creepy movie, guys. Children in the corn is a very creepy movie. But what if we switch the name around to God, children in the corn? How would that thing? How would we present that movie in the theater and the acting world, right? Because I took drama, so we had to come up with our own play and our own scripture. How, when we got other mindsets, I'm talking to other mindsets right now. How would if I'm on the movie production, LA film production right now? How would everybody come together? Me, you, and everybody would come together to come up with children in the corn of God. How would we come up with the concept of it? And I know I got to be around other minds and listen. We all got to listen to each other and the creativity of those things, right? To understand it, right? Or the concept of it, right? So can we, when I go to LA Film Production, we all come together. Can we come up with the concept of God children in the corn? How we maze that when God children walk, and as kids that we using kids as teenager kids, how will we use them, especially using adults? How can we use the children of God to understand it? Right? The concept of it, right? This would be a good idea for everybody in the movie setting of coming up with this idea, right? The concept of it, right? Like, how would y'all do it if we all come together in LA Film Production and we come? Because when I was in theater at Newman Smith High School, we had to come up with our own scripture. So, how when I get ready to come to LA Film, how would that actually be, and how would we actually present it? And how we can all come up with scripture and everybody can play a big part of it. God said we can be creative with our ideas and our belief and how the things that we do and what we do, right? So the concept of those things, how can it be? The children of God in the corn. How can that concept be in teenagers and kids and the wonders of God giving them power? How this is God world. And God got to understand if this is God world, how can we let God, make people see God by God just don't use grown up, he used kid. How can we use the staff of God? How can we use the definition of God to bring more life and more generations, right? To understand it. This can be a great idea. And kids can be involved in it. And this is something that can be a very great idea for everybody around that can come together and do something amazing with each other. We can do something amazing in film production. And I don't think this never been adults always played in the big picture of it. And this is about something about God and his kid. This is something about how we can maneuver in his time. Because God uses his kids. How can we understand that to bring more generations and more things to God to understand it? So how can we understand these things in the understanding of the God? Now, God give us sight, and he give us looking into the Holy Spirit, the other mindset and spirit. How will we present that to God in the film direction? Right? When the guy in Dallas, he say he get mad, we talking about he deleting Marvel. Why not let Marvel take over God and let God gave us that belief. Why not let Marvel and we all come, this is something that's going to be big. This is God world. Why not let Marvel and all us be the creator of it to create more a thing in God world? We can do something big with God. God say, what would you do if I'm here in this time? How would this be? It got people that still living in old covenants, old ways, old things, and the definition of those things to something to understand it. We can do this very good. Cause I was thinking, and like my theater teacher, like I told you, Miss Gulo was kind of, she can tell we just put that stuff together, and I didn't join, I didn't go to one play, I didn't participate in one play after school because the way the female's parents act, the grandparent of a girl act, so after school play that we had to do, and everybody had like I didn't want to because the way that people parents act towards and this girl is staying with her grandmother and like me and Steve we sitting up there sitting on this girl porch and she stay across the street from Steve, the other Steve that the mirror hanging. I wish she was right here to tell you. Like me and him had our differences, but I tell you, after that fight, we must have didn't get along with each other. We never did. He didn't like me at Newman Smith at all, but we still got along at that. He didn't like me. I'll tell you that right off top. We still had to get along with each other. If Demir and that guy Steven was there, he'll tell you he didn't like me off top in third class. I wish he was right here. He'll tell you that hang out with Demir and us. He'll actually tell you we never did like each other, but we had to come together and work together as a unit, and that's the most important thing that I learned. Even though I was having conflict with some of my people in theater, I still had to work with them. The conflict of I had to still work with them. Like when Lil Wayne said I hated that I had to do something with R. Kelly. Fuck it, fuck it. I had to do a song with R. Kelly. So when he on Make It Rain remix, and they did a lot of versions to that Make It Rain remix with Fat Joe and Lil Wayne. They did a lot of remix to it. And he said, fuck, I had to do a song with R. Kelly. Because after the best of both worlds, R. Kelly bailed out on the second album of Best of Both World too. So that and when they on Rich Gang album, they worked out their issues. So if we talking about those format and those plans, right? How will we present it? How will we concept of it if we have children in a car and a God children? And they walk through how would this is not using grown-ups can play a part of it, but the grown-ups sit in the back. and they play a part in the power print of it. How can we do this in a different direction to say these things, right? We gonna talk about something like between my friendships and to my relationship. And I did something that made Jessica Clark push away, and I'm like, and I know my issues are one of that, but that don't make us just make you go have a baby somewhere because I couldn't figure out. I see your spirit. I see what you. That don't make talk to me, and she couldn't even. And I'm not worried about what Mirza's talking about. And talk to me. Just don't do that, but not explaining and not telling me. And I think the concept of what I'm going through, like, come on, like, give me a chance to this. And she didn't want to even give me a chance to figure something out before she did what she. There's a lot going on about that situation. So you just go after that push that night. You just go have a baby with someone, and I had to really understand of my actions and what I have done. Like after that, you go have a baby by someone after my actions, like what I did on that porch. And I'm kind of like, but I'm blessed. I'm happy that she had her kid. I'm happy. I'm not gonna stop love. I'm not. But after what I did, you not talk about it. So I'm going through where I have to. I see you. I see you want my. I see you. So I'm give me a chance. Like so, I didn't realize. I realized my actions and would it have caused with me and like would it have caused, and she stopped coming around after that. So, and I'm like, hold up for a second. And I'm like, I know our differences is a problem here, but like after what happened, and this and that, and after me and Sabina settled our problems with our relationship, because I know like Demir, I can say hug Demir and tell Demir like, hold up, Demir, you had never did what you did. You had never said anything like, and you got to look at the maturity level from. He told me something, but he didn't take it that far. He didn't take it that far. And people gotta look at if we ever see each other again, you gotta say Demir, I wanna tell him thank you for not taking it that far as Demir. Demir's a jealousy childish self did. And like you gotta look at the maturity level between that situation. Like you can see who's more mature than anything. And Demir had the mature. He didn't never said that. And I'm not gonna lie on Demir or none of he ain't never said the things he said, the jealousy out the spirit. And he don't I've been watching him for a long time, guys. When I stayed in that hotel, let me tell you, Sabina told me to wait. I got this I didn't even tell my mom I got this when I was a teenager. She would have freaked the fuck out. And she don't know, she think I got this when I was a lot more older. She would have freaked the fuck out. Like for real. She told her wait till we got older to get this tattoo. And the reason why I got it about 8 years ago, Mirrors of somebody text somebody about 8 years ago, 7 years ago. I'm sitting in Mirrors' room, and this person texts Mirrors from Facebook of mine by Facebook and said, "You uses everybody." He tossed it, and I see his spiritual behavior. It's about the mind and the spiritual behavior. And Sabina been know a lot of things. Sabina probably forgot, but she knows about what. Cause your mama your mama get it, Marissa. So Sabina knows. Like y'all gotta know, Sabina dad had money. Sabina dad didn't even like he come. And you gotta know, like I was impressed by him. He made me want to do better. But I know I had to gain it. I was like so scared, like to just try to gain his trust. Like I don't understand. Like, well, how I was like, I never and we could have had and did it right on the sofa about it, like, let's wait. We both decided to want to wait because we didn't want no one to interact. When we had a sofa, when we was on the sofa, and I said, we let's wait. And I told her that. Let's wait. Like when we was on the sofa sitting in this one, let's wait. Because right now I'm really trying to gain your mom trust and your dad trust. I'm trying everything. And like I can never feel comfortable around them because when you sit across the room and I'm sitting across the sofa by the Bible, and we both just not comfortable and we both acting shy around your mom and dad and around something. So it gets to a point where I'm like uncomfortable because I like we can't really just speak how we feel and like I'm already shy. Like they want me to talk, but I like you talking about something, how we can like and you forbid like and you like come on like and and how would you like? I was like, man, I was nervous. I said we've been around each other 1 to 2 years, and I still haven't like wasn't really comfortable at the moment sitting in the living room. And I was like, I like, come on. And she didn't feel it. She was acting shy because of the situation. So when I caught Mirza's spirit mindset behavior, and then when he found that I was with a bitch, hey, you sound like the Dallas courtroom. When I told him I was a CEO and they found out the truth and she still did what she did. That's the question. God said that's the question. What a bitch. What a bitch. What all that cussing was going on in the courtroom. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Dallas. Oh, Judge Kennedy. All you little DEA agents, everybody. All of y'all was cussing. All of y'all was cussing, you hear me? Let's talk about what was going on when I sat in that room. When they found that I was telling the truth. What a bitch. You know how many times that's the same thing man heard to say, what a bitch. What a bitch. Hey, when the truth has been, oh man, I wish the Justice Department was here to see it. Hey, Governor Abbott, I wish you was there to see Governor Abbott, God said I wish you was there to see the cussing that was going on in that courtroom. God, Governor Abbott or Senator Ted, Justice Department, I wish you was there to see the buffooning going on in Judge Kennedy courtroom. The cussing when I said it. What a bitch. What a bitch. Y'all should have heard it. Y'all deserve an award. What a bitch. What a bitch. What a bitch. What a bitch. Hey, you should have heard him. Hey, I could say, hey, Dallas Corbin, we need to make a movie. Y'all deserve a movie. Y'all deserve an award. Matter of fact, we need to tell the person that make the Matrix to make a Matrix in the courtroom. We need to make another Matrix about, hey, let's make a Matrix. Let's get with the Matrix, people that made the Matrix, and make a movie in the Dallas courtroom. Now, how about that? And shut the coroner. Let's make a movie. Y'all deserve an award for everything. Y'all acting like y'all in the Matrix. You deserve an award. Come on, hey, this can be history. We can make a movie out of this situation. Dallas County, we can take this hey, come on, state attorney. We can make a movie out y'all behavior. Come on, we can do it like the Matrix. They can make him, hey, they can come up with, come on. Y'all little behavior is something. What a bitch, what a bitch. And she still went through with it. So let me tell you something. Since you went through it, Judge Kennedy, I have your job. And I want to make sure this very clear. When you know something wasn't right, let me tell you how the conniving woman know. And I told the Justice Department, after they pulled me in the back, and they took me in the back and I stood there, she looked at that paper. She looked at that paper when I wrote the president. Let me tell you what she knowed. And when I've been messaging the president, let me tell you what she know. And she stared and looked frustrated and scared. God say, your election is going to cause you a problem because you're a liar. And you get mad at that elevator. Tell the truth. She had that damn stairwell talking about stair. You stay your lying ass with your state attorneys that's been cussing and having fits. Oh man, you should have heard him. You should have heard, bitch, what a bitch, what a bitch. You should have heard him. Every last one of them. What a bitch, what a bitch. And you know what the guy say after he found out the truth? We gonna get you. What he said? What he said? What the black guy say? God said what he said. When he found out, we gonna get you, the black liar that's standing up for Dallas. What did he say? When he looked at my paperwork, look at the camera. The Justice Department, look at the camera. When he's standing looking at me, why the paper in my hand? The black guy in Judge Kennedy program. And the black guy that's sitting in the back court. Oh, we gonna get you, right? Because you a liar, right? You know, hey, the Justice Department need to catch on to that. The black guy, he know who he is. When he looked at my paperwork and he looked down and he said, oh, he mumbled his words. He mumbled his words. They better look at that camera, at that black, stubborn ass man. They better look at him. God said you better look at him looking at my paperwork, talking his little shit after he really found out the truth and still did what he did with his black racist ass. They know. What a bitch, what a bitch, what a bitch, what a bitch. Oh, damn, we need some recording. We need some damn recording. You should have heard the cussing when I sat in that room. You should have heard, hey, oh my God, what a bitch. And he gonna show me, I'ma show you with your job. I'ma show you. I told you, after Judge Kennedy, dumbass, did what she did, I'ma show you. I want your job, and I'm gonna get it. One or the other. You hear me? You got the cameras. They're trying to break my mindset. Bitch, you better know what school I went to, ho. You better know what school I went to. My teacher will take me to this other school and ask the detention over there, Miss Chastity and Miss Dolores. And you know what she would tell me? Hubert, you did nothing wrong. And I was sitting in this room. I still had my phone. And it's 5 windows like a school over there towards Creekview. It's the AI. Then I would sit in this room. And I would just sit up there in the energy of positivity. And I would think, what can I do different with my life? What can I ambition of doing different? What can I do different? And I said, every time I teach her, Miss Chastity or Miss Dolores brought me to the school over here, brought me to the school. It was so much to understand. And so I had a time to reflect on a lot of things in this room. It was so much amazing when Miss Dolores took me to the school because I had a chance to think on life, and I stayed the whole day, and I left and went back to the school when it was time to go. So I had a time to reflect on moments of understanding of life and life purpose to get where trying to get. So when you understand, when you understand, and when a teacher, and I sit up there, and there's so much positive energy in that look, and over there towards Creekview, and they got the little park over there towards the other side of Carrollton where the Winkle at now, and you got the Pizza Hut, you got the barbershop, you got the CVS, and you go right down there, you go a little farther down, and I sit in this school, and my teacher said, you did nothing wrong, but it was able to me to catch the positive out of it. It was able to me to catch the positive energy, even though she said something, but I sat up in there, and I thought the whole day, that whole time I thought, and I sat up in there when your dumb ass decided to do what you did, Judge Kennedy, and I sat down and I got down on my floor. And I got down on the floor and I put the way out of handcuffs was on me. And I prayed to God that the mayor And his city of Governor Abbott was, and trust me, you better look at that camera in that back room. I sat there and I prayed to God before they came and got me, and I read was back there on that thing. Or you're gonna sit back there until we decide a bind for you. I read was on that, but I promise you, I made a promise to you, Governor Abbott, and your mayor and your democracy of lies that you wasn't going to get away when Judge Kennedy. I read was back there, and I got on my knees and I say, Mayor, you know that phone call. If you got if you want to do business with us, do shows with us, but do everything. Don't play with me. Come on, don't play with me over here. I'm not even mad at Desmond Miller for you stupid behavior. It's y'all racist ass, man, that I got a problem with. You know what my contract, one of my things say? And I'm going to be over the disability department. This is something God said this have to happen. We're going to hire 100 people to go to each store to do CBLs with disability. They can bag groceries. They can bring it to the thing. It's so, we all have different challenges. Trust me. We all have different challenges. And we have to understand our different challenges. My job is to be over the disability department. I wish Grizz was here with me. I let him just be in a part of me. I wish Grizz was really here. He just played the big part of this guy, man. I miss him so much, and I forgot to tell him how much I have to be thankful for. And I wish that he hear me because I lost his number. I wish that he hears me. And I wish I could have told him before, thank you. And I wish Chris hear me in Oklahoma. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you did of teaching me. Thank you for everything. Thank you for not judging me. Thank you for when you saw things going on, you brought your forklift. And thank you. Thank you for everything you did. Because T.I. and them talk about it. Ain't good people out in this world. And it's still, Grizz, you one of them. I hope Grizz can hear me in Oklahoma. And I thought I saw a picture of him. I thought I saw a picture of Grizz. I don't know if that was true, if that was actually him in Oklahoma in 2019. I want to tell him thank you. Thank you. I don't know where he's at in the universe. And where he's at, and I hope he can hear me. Thank you. Thank you so much for just teaching me. For accepting me, you and your wife and everybody. You know, thank you for taking me. You showed me a text when you said Hubert. My wife said, showed me a text when you said you and Hubert have a good time. I don't know where you at. I want to thank you for being different. And I want to thank you for being different. You know, when I went back to the 2996, and I went back to, because he was happy that I left. When I went back to the second store, yeah, I'm working with my brother in Dallas, my brother friend, and he's in Louisville, and he put me in the car. The white man, and I was feeling uncomfortable because he's talking about the white man. What about you as a black man that willing to be a narcissist against your own people? So I'm having my brother in Louisville, and this was about 2018 and 17. And the person that deal with my brother, John B, he worked for me, and this guy acted like he got mad because the Arabians, we helped some Arabians and the black, like, only problem I have with the black people in Louisville, but the other people and other people around the other communities in Dallas and other cities, I think Louisville, North Dallas, South Dallas, Plano, and rest of them where we went to. And I helped this guy move in 2018 and 17. And we went to an apartment. We helped this couple move. And this Arabian guy, they said, Hubert, I like you, man. Like, I like y'all. Him and his wife and Raymond. And they say, I'm proud of you, Hubert. I like the way you work. But he was jealous. He was like jealous, man. Like because the Arabian guy and his wife, they were like, I like the way you work. I like the way I'm proud of you. Like he was telling me that. But this guy that I'm helping moving, he's acting jealous. Even when we, not the one in Louisville, the way we moved another black couple in the other side of the apartment, and they telling me good things, and they tell me about their church, they telling me about their business that they own, and another black couple in the apartment. This happened about 2018, 17, or 16. This was going on, and then we just talking, and he's getting mad, and the spiritual behavior of him, and he telling me, and we just connecting with each other. Miss Laura Lee was a good person. Miss Laura Lee was a good. I like the thing. I was so damaged of her, like so damaged. You gotta deal with like you gotta understand. Like I was just so damaged. I was going through something that nobody understand. When she passed away, that moment I was like I was really it really affected me. And people don't know when I left, it affected me. Like it really her it really Miss Laura Lee it affected me. And people don't know like it really affected me. And I'm still trying to come to terms on it. Really affected me. And she told me she got rid of the cancer, then it came back again. And I left because the way that Cedric was acting towards her. And I didn't want to be a part of it. Plus they was cutting my hours down because the CEO wanted me to do something different. He didn't want me like when I'm talking to the Miller Lite girls and the Bud Light girls in Addison, he see the chemistry that's going on. He's up there talking to people and helping people in the storage. Why he can't like and Brady trying to tell somebody, no, that's not me and this girl at U-Haul. We both like Mountain Dew. And she's a DJ. And we was connecting with each other. We looked at each other right in the eyes, in the spiritual eyes. And Uche intimidated her. And like she left, like, man, there's a whole lot of that going on. And it's just, I like, damn, like your intimidation of your behavior. Like your behavior is something, man. Like the U-Haul, I met the guy. I met the guy when he coming from corporate office. He like, Hubert, what's going on? Till he shook my hands at the glass. And I met him and he wanted me to do it. Because me and the Middle Light girls and Bud Light girls, we used to always talk in Addison storage. And I helped them. They give me things. I helped them out. And we used to have great chemistry and great conversations. So, yeah, we used to have great conversations. I remember the Bud Light and Middle Light girls. I'm trying to get the concept. But I remember the smiles they had on their face. I remember just coming in there, just helping them out, just being a part of something. I got that picture where me and one girl sitting at the Addis, I forgot her name, and I'm drinking beer and I'm enjoying myself at the club with my boy Cash, and me and her talking, we brought the chemistry, and things was so great at that moment. Like I put a picture up there because she allowed us to take a picture of her and allow us, and we just talked and had the great chemistry at the bar and understand like and everything. So that was the great thing. It got the club in Addison Circle that is great. And we went there. It be popping. Like literally really right there by the Addison airport. And the reason why I wanted that foundation there, because I wanted to put a house there. I didn't want to really, but they didn't want to let me do nothing. And the way I had for the ideas, and I wanted that to be home base right there. That and I called the Addison and I messaged the Texas music office. I wanted the house to be right there because I wanted to be home base when other guests come over, and it was something big. But I didn't actually give them the actually plans. I gave them a fiction because you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. You trying to tell me I wouldn't mind listening to you, but you're not actually know the idea of what this coming from. So the thing with me and Sabina settled our problems. Okay, but she had no reason to call for Mirza's behavior and Mirza's spiritual behavior. And I'm sorry, I love her to death, but you calling and speaking about a jealousy, man. So when Sabina get ready, because Sabina have to call me. Sabina had to call me and she not, I don't want to deal with it. So when her dad say it's not time yet, it's not time yet, that's the thing with it. So I don't. Now he plays with my head a lot, man. Y'all don't know about Sabina dad. It's like a it's like a mind game. Like he just play with it a lot, man. And like he's been doing like he just play with my head, man. Like then you got me believing, then you're doing it again. You're doing it once again. And I'm ready to get out this little world. I'm like literally. Now it's different when he told me a kid, but now it make me more happy. But like, why you playing this game? Like literally, it's playing with my head, guys. That's what Sabina's dad doing. Like, I wish he would have told me something else, but he's playing with my mind, man. It just it's crazy and like literally, he don't know what he doing. Like literally. Like literally, you don't know. And I'm like, come on, I just gotta move forward. I feel like just getting away from it all. But I'm not gonna deal with that little spiritual behavior. And he messaged me, and I got the state of Texas for conflict, and I got the Dallas for conflict on the civil rights. I got him for it. So at the more he messaged me, I got them from him messaging me of conflict. So I understand this situation got nothing to do with me, and it got something to do with me and Jessica Clark. So and our issues, if that don't work out, that's the problem with that. I see you. I see you. I see you, man. Like this, like walking away from me and just doing what you did. Come on, not just giving me a time. So like not giving me time. And like it's hard when I'm spending more time. I'm hanging out with Jessica and Jessica. It's confusion when I can see the different smile. It's confusion. It's too much going on. Like it's too much going on, guys. It's too much going on to this. It's too much going on. It's too much going on right now, and I'm having to remember the smiles that I saw when we sat in CC's. Me and her sit across from each other, or I went into her room, or went into and see her different smiles. And it's hard. I'm having it's hard. I'm trying to understand everything. So I'm trying to understand, but she should have gave me time. She should have gave me time. Jessica Clark can call me right now. Sabina can call me right now. All of them, because Sabina can call me. But it's up to their terms. If not, I gotta understand what's up to her terms. So it's not if they don't budge, it's up to their terms. So other situations, it's up to their terms. Yeah, it's up to their terms. So those are the things that I have to understand. It's up to their terms. So like I have to understand it. Sabina mom used to always tell me by the steps with the mirror. By the mirror, when I say I only allow people to get close to me to understand me. And I never told her this. I mean close to my heart. I mean Sabina had my heart. And when you mean by it was I didn't want to speak about the situation. Like that was something that's my heart when it drips and understanding when you hardly can't get out of bed and you ask God to just keep to help you keep going. And sometimes I still have that draining leak and my heart still drips and the spirit still aches and I still have to ask God, trust me, trust me, and I know I can't be with it. Like help me just keep pushing forward, God. And I always do that. I have my moments when I'm in there, like in my room, and I have my moments, and I have to ask God, dealing with Sabina, I have to ask God these questions to help me keep pushing forward and help me move past all the mess and the lies and and all help me move past all of this mess. So and my heart drips. It dripped. The temple drips of it. You'll watch. I hate with the new girl off of Disney that plays on the Disney, and she played the Spider-Man, Doom, whatever that thing is. The first one was good. The 1998 first one good, and it got the guy that played off of Aquaman in there in DC. I hated it because the character, it was more like he didn't want to understand his mom, the strength of it, and how he was acting. It was no understanding of it. The moral of it, the first 1998 movie was strength with understanding, and like I watched it with your girl that played off a spot that played on the Disney, and I'm like, hold up, like it's the different, but they made it look more. The guy that's in a wheelchair, you are over all of my commands as I give you. He made it look real. I think they didn't put that much into the movie at the 1998 movie, Doom, whatever the thing is, when the temple. So they didn't put that much in. He made it look like you can just the characters came to life in the 1998 movie. And I'm like, hold up. When I see the new one, which a guy off of Aquaman off of DC plays in it in the cave, and I'm like, hold up, what the heck going on in that situation? And I'm like, hold up for a second. Hold up with that format. Hold up for a second. I was like, really, really. When I watched the second movie, and I like, it didn't have that much of power into the bad characters. It didn't have that much of power into it. I was like, hold up, what a guy like you over all my commands. I give you lead. He had bumps all over his feet. I give you command. Like the concept of the movie was great in the 1948 movie. It was the movie. It was great. And I gotta find a way to catch up. They got it on the HBO, so the nanny, like, oh man, I love that show so much. And I saw on Sky. I grew up on that show. The nanny. Dominic. I knew that other garbage from the other garbage. That what about I put the blue can on the side? You told me to check. Yeah, I did. I did. The blue. Yeah, I got the glove from the day, and I told the Dominic about it. So yeah, those are the things with that situation is, guys. Having a good time, enjoying it, the moment, and enjoying it, and just enjoying it, man. That's the main thing. So so it's the spiritual behavior, man. I say you should have gave me some time, like, to figure out what I wanted, man. I see you. I see you. Like you should have gave me some time. I see you. Like, and she didn't give me no time. She just like, come on. You should have gave me time. You should have gave me time. And like, I'm very. We ain't nothing we can do about it. All we can do is just learn from it. But she should have gave me. She should have gave me some time. So I will see y'all later. And like, she should have gave me some time, man. She should have gave me some time. That's all, man. I like, ain't nothing we can do about it now, right? And if when she willing to reach out, she don't, she don't. So, hey, I know what I did on that porch that night. I understand it, and then but you should have just gave me, like, I like that, like that would have came too. Come on, birds, you understand me too, right? They talking to me from the outside. I feel like, come on, man. Like that would have came to you, didn't give me time. So I was like you didn't give me time. This would have came to you having a kid. This would have came to. So like this what you didn't want to give me time to decide what I wanted, and you just pop up I really really understood like my what I did, but I was like, man, look, I like, and she stopped coming around, and I started noticing, and when you started noticing and like where is hmm hmm and I started noticing it, and I'm like, something wasn't adding up after that porch and after that thing. Everything started to get weird and complicated. It really just started to get complicated. I'm really having it. It was really starting to get weird. You know what I'm saying? I see you. I'm noticing you. Come on, man. Just give me some time. And I don't think she wasn't willing to give me time. And I think she made it very clear what happened on that porch. She made it very, very clear. She wasn't willing to give me time. I said, God damn it. So she made it very clear of what was going on. So no, man. So the nanny is my best show. It's the best at the topic. I got some Tim the Tool Man. I got a lot of shows. It's hard to keep up when you have a lot of shows, guys. It's hard to keep up when you got a lot of shows and your mind can be occupied. And your mind can be occupied of it. I ain't trying to argue with people, man. That's not what I'm trying to do. We trying to move. We trying to move and do what we need to do. I'll see y'all later.